It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's Tuesday, and normally I'm not here, but Nathan is out today. He's down at the Louisiana Municipal Association meeting, I believe, in Lake Charles. So it's me and Stephen Maxwell today with you. Good morning, sir.
Morning. No excuses for Nathan. I don't care if he's an elected official or not. Should be working.
Yeah, he's taking care of a little official business, as they say.
I gotcha. Well, I'm glad to have you here on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's normally my day to sleep in a little, so I sound groggy. Yeah.
Let's get the little violin out for Al, everybody. That's what he would tell me if I said it.
Of course. No, I'm just kidding. But good to be here. Always good to talk with the folks here on Talkback. Coming up today at 7:45, Wilbert Carmouche will be here. We'll find out what's happening down in the parish.
Over in the parish.
Yeah, for the month of August.
Yeah, I got to schedule a shoot with him, too.
You do?
Trying to go to Bunkie to go to that gas station they have.
Oh, yeah.
And for like gas station, it's like this antique, throwback 1950s style gas station.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Do they have the guys that come out and check your oil and wash your windows and do all that?
I think they do the whole works, yeah.
They used to call that a full-service gas station.
Yeah. The only one that I know, and I don't know if they do it anymore, was the Texaco off of North MacArthur.
Really?
They used to come and pump your gas.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember when Sherman and Carmen were doing jambalaya. They were talking about a story about that, and they pump your gas, and Carmen goes, "I wish someone would pump my gas." And the way she said it, it kind of like went viral.
I didn't know that. Oh
yeah.
My gosh. Well, not to change the subject, but in Oregon, when we used to live there, they require you to have someone pump your gas.
Is that right?
You can't pump your own gas.
Really?
Yeah. Unless it's changed in the past 20 years. But when I was there 20 years ago, that's what they did.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually, it'd be 30 years. 25 years. Yeah. Oregon's different. They do things differently. I think they're like one of two states that would do that.
See other New Jersey, maybe?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know anything about New Jersey.
But yeah, that was the throwback. I remember when I was a kid going to gas stations where they would do that, and then self-service became like the big thing, and that didn't take long before everyone was just pumping their own gas.
I would love not to. I think but you'd have to tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, when it was like 10 below zero outside, that was kind of a nice thing.
That's true. I wonder if we can just start our own. We can call it Al's Full Service.
There you go.
With custard and cheese curds. You could do a monthly membership, and every time you come and get your gas pumped,
have the little punch card.
You have a little cup of cheese curds.
The other thing I remember with gas stations when I was a kid, you would get like these green stamps, and then when you'd accumulate so many of them, you could redeem them for different things like a coffee pot or whatever.
At the gas station?
Yeah.
Well, the gas station when I was a kid, you went to Chevron, you got the Chevron cars. Like the toy cars.
Yeah.
And I had to collect them all. And
you did?
Oh, yeah. I loved them.
And then in the early 70s, there was one of the gas stations, Sunoco, maybe one of them, where you could get like football stickers, and you could get like the album, and you put the stickers in the album.
Oh, really? It's like little things to get you just to want to go to a gas station.
Yeah. There used to be the one gas station where they had, you were mentioning like cars, but I remember they had like the old trucks and things like that you could get. So,
like toys?
Yeah.
That was Chevron, huh?
No, it wasn't Chevron. I want to say it was one that had like kind of like a dinosaur logo.
That'd be Sunoco, huh?
No. Maybe
which one has the dinosaur? Yeah, you're right.
ESSO, was that it?
Gas station with dinosaur logo with dinosaur.
He's checking on his mini computer, aka his phone.
Yeah, it's Dino. No, it's Sinclair or Dynaco. Say Sinclair. That's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's it. That is it.
I always think of Sinclair TV stations. But
right.
No, speaking of Sunoco, they have that really nice one in Woodworth now. I didn't notice that when I left.
Huh.
I'm just noticing things that have changed since I came back.
Funny how it doesn't take very long for things to change.
I know. Could be pretty quick.
But we're glad you're back.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, one of our listeners just wrote in and said he went through New Jersey a few years ago and you were not allowed to pump your own gas.
How was that experience? I think I'd like it, but it's just another thing to tip for.
Yeah.
And I know people need tips, but I feel like I tip for everything. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to send y'all some Venmo links if you listen, and you can send me a tip.
I'm kind of glad in this area that we don't have that because, I mean, to be honest, most places you go that involve service workers, service is so bad. I mean, I'm just being
It's hard to hire people these days, it's from what I hear.
Yeah, I mean, some places are great, but I mean, I'm just going to kind of stereotype it here, but your typical fast food restaurant, I mean, it's amazing how they don't even like say hello to you.
But I wonder if it's culture too, and I don't want to get into like who's better or who's not, but there's a particular fast food restaurant that no matter where you go or what
Chick-fil-A?
state, they're always nice or try to be nice.
Sure.
It's be well. It's got to be like a culture type thing.
We had a speaker at LCU a couple years ago that he was talking about God in the workplace. That was kind of like his theme. And he was talking about, like, why is there such a difference between Chick-fil-A and other fast food restaurants? And you're exactly right. It's the culture that they develop there.
Yeah. Like, we got a good culture here. So it's a very happy place to work. I love it, you know? And I've been in places that do not have a good culture, you know? So it really can affect you. But, yeah, I think that's the difference.
Tea.
Which one?
I said sips tea.
Yeah, as Al drinks his drink over there, his in-law weather cup. And, if you look at the live stream, you can get behind the scenes stuff.
There you go.
But
thanks, Nick.
And then Buc-ee's, too. Good culture. Oh,
yeah.
You know?
Buc-ee's,
I mean, it can be done.
But look
it's not like
they pay like the lowest job on the totem pole on that board outside where they list like all the jobs available. Like bathroom cleaner gets like $20 an hour.
So you're saying that the minimum wage jobs should be more? It might make you happy.
Not mandated by the government, but I think companies could pay more.
You know what they get exactly? You know what they get me is you can make like $180,000 as like the GM or something, which I hear is very hard to get, obviously.
Sure,
but, you know, I mean, I don't think they just pick out the best Gen Zers on the planet and put them to work. It's just they have a good culture, you know?
Isn't that an oxymoron? Best Gen Zer?
Yeah, you said it. Almost as bad as Gen X.
Just kidding.
Almost as bad as Gen X. Isn't that what you are?
The greatest generation?
Is that what you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, us millennials, everyone thought we were going to be like the scourge and the bane of life and earth. We're just kind of here in the middle, just living life. We weren't as impactful as you thought we would be.
Stuck in the middle with you, as the song goes.
That's right.
Hey, you guys are all right. You've turned out okay.
We're a good mix, I'd say, on values and perspectives.
You know, we're talking about weather and everything a little bit, like with winter. Every morning on the news, it cracks me up on CBS News. They always have a report about the record heats. In the South, it could feel like 110. I'm like, checks date. Oh, July 29th, it's going to feel like 100 down here? Wow. Breaking news.
Shocker. Well, you know how it is. Like, everything, like, all the headlines are exaggerated. No matter what the situation is.
That's
you know?
So true.
But then again, and everyone complains about the news media for doing it, but that's the stuff you click on.
True.
So it's tempting.
Yeah.
Like, everyone blames the media. They're just giving you what you really want or what they think you want.
Kind of like Anchorman, too. We don't want to give people the news that they need. We want to give them the news that they want.
That's why we generally just give you squirrels riding on a jet ski.
Yeah.
Hey, I've always said in Alexandria, I could get like the most important elected official, work 6 months on the greatest investigative piece, publish it, 12 interactions. If I put new restaurant, 6,000. Easy. That's this market, and that's a lot of markets too.
Yeah,
you know,
this is so true.
So I mean, it just kind of leans that way because it's market based.
That or just post a police blotter story.
Oh my gosh. And it's important stuff. You got to put information out there, but
Speaking
It
of
just
which,
kind of sucks when the lazy stuff gets more interaction.
Did you see the story the other day? It was a couple that was living in like the roof, the upper roof level of a Walmart for like 2 years.
No.
Yeah. And when you saw the couple, I'll have to find it. It was on Twitter.
What state was it in? Was it like an expensive state?
Somewhere out west, I want to say.
Oh, yeah.
But
What?
the comments on the Twitter posts were just absolutely hilarious.
Oh, man. I can imagine.
When they had like their pictures, they're like, well, no wonder they didn't catch them. They blended right in with everyone else.
Oh, my God. Like people watching go to Walmart, right?
Apparently they only found out when there was like an HVAC person that had to go up in that roof attic area, whatever, and discovered what is this? Like a camp was set up.
Oh,
They
no.
had like a tents, sleeping bags,
Oh, my goodness.
hot plates.
Nothing surprises me anymore. But, I mean, hey, if they weren't hurting anybody, you
They
know?
weren't.
A little free rent, you know? They
Free
probably
rent.
shopped at Walmart to get all their stuff.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's just like a cycle.
exactly. Oh my goodness. All right, we got some calls coming in on the B1 Bank Talk line. Let's take those. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Good morning, Hal.
Hey,
Good morning, Stephen.
Morning.
I know you're a huge Brewers fan, but last night we lost a baseball icon in Ryan Sandberg, and I just wanted your thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah. I definitely was going to get to that this morning. Thank you for calling in on that. Yeah, Ryan Sandberg, the great Hall of Fame second baseman for the Chicago Cubs, died yesterday at the age of 65. He had been battling cancer for a while. But I've never heard anyone say a bad word about Ryan Sandberg. And he was...
Not one word.
No. And he was a member of the Cubs back when I actually could tolerate the Cubs. Of course, the Brewers won the American League back then, so we weren't really rivals. And the Cubs it was a different Cubs experience back then because you had Harry Carey doing the games with Steve Stone, and they were just sort of the lovable losers that all of a sudden started to win. The trade that Dallas Green pulled off when he traded Ivan DeJesus to the Phillies, and basically Sandberg was a throw-in in that deal, and look at what happened. So incredible guy, incredible career, definitely one of the greatest second basemen of all time, defensively amazing, clutch hitter. That I always remember, you probably do too, that 1984 game. It was on baseball's Game of the Week for Saturday on NBC, and he hit 3 home runs, the last 2 off Bruce Sutter, the closer for the Cardinals, and that was just a very special summer for the Cubs fans.
Absolutely. On the last note, Stephen, you're doing a great job. Glad you're back.
Oh,
Y'all
thank
have a
you.
good day.
Thank
Means
you,
a lot.
brother.
I appreciate it.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was a heavy note yesterday.
I saw it on the news. I didn't know who he was.
Really? You
No,
didn't?
I did not.
Oh, wow. Well, another Gen Z kind of, Gen X kind of guy. I mean, it's been a tough couple weeks here for us Gen Xers.
I bet.
Losing Ozzy and Hulk Hogan and now Ryan Sandberg.
I can barely keep up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be me one day whenever in 40 years when Tony Romo dies. And
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my kids, oh, he was the greatest. I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
He was not the greatest, but I liked him a lot.
Yeah, no, Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer, and he wasn't at the Hall of Fame ceremonies this past weekend, and they said a lot of the players, or the Hall of Famers there, had heard the news that he was close to dying, so it was pretty somber.
Oh,
So, man,
Awful.
very sad. Very sad.
Too young.
Yeah, 65. I mean, that kind of hits home having my 60 birthday right on the horizon here.
You just never know, man.
Nope.
No.
We need to take a break. We'll come back with more calls here on Talkback.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics with 27 providers and 3 locations. Someone can see you today. Stick around. More of Talkback is on the way.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. UPS declined to provide earnings guidance as it struggles to get a handle on volatility in the market. The company pointed to economic uncertainty, and the hazy outlook suggests a rebound remains out of reach. United Health set a new earnings target below Wall Street estimates for the year. More disappointment for the healthcare giant as it tries to regain investors' confidence. The company has long been known for dependable earnings growth, but it withdrew its outlook earlier this year. Some 270 pilots at Spirit Airlines are being placed on furlough, and another 140 are being demoted. The financially struggling airline is trimming its workforce to match a reduced flying schedule. And it's official, Union Pacific agreed to acquire Norfolk Southern in a cash and stock transaction with an enterprise value of $85 billion. The tie-up would transform North America's rail market, marrying Union Pacific's network across the western U.S. with Norfolk's East Coast routes. Futures are higher. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
Now back to Talk Back, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
We hope you're enjoying your happy solitude in your vehicle this morning as you're driving to work. That, of course, the legendary group Rush.
You rush on over to work.
Geddy Lee, it is his birthday today. Speaking of other Generation X icons, Geddy Lee is 72, the front man for the band Rush. I love that song, The Spirit of Radio. I always show that in my intro to Convergence Media class when we talk about the chapter on radio. Because have you ever seen the video for that, Spirit of Radio?
I don't know, maybe.
It's kind of like an animated thing. The song is about radio.
Yeah.
About listening to the radio.
I love Rush.
Yeah.
Top 3 of classic rock.
Neil
Don't you agree?
You were a drummer. People don't know that Steven was actually a drummer.
Not a very good one, but I
had
did
your
it.
moments.
He was the best, though.
He was insane.
Speaking of Gone Too Soon.
Yeah, another one.
That was about like 5 or 6 years ago, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the phones here on Talkback. Good morning. You're on KSYL.
Good morning. You fellas are all over the place this morning.
I know.
We get around.
What does that mean?
So just to keep the eclectic mixed up, you're mentioning the Buc-ee's. Well, about 6 months ago or whatever, I looked into that, and apparently they do pay like $21 an hour for like the person who just walked in the door fresh hire, but they don't put up with anything. Like if you're late 5 minutes total, whether it's on one day or over 5 different days, automatically fired.
Oh, wow.
If you're not moving somewhere, like if you're not moving across the floor, so you're just stopping, staring into space, you're fired. If you even look at your cell phone to check the time, you better buy a watch. Because if your cell phone comes out of your pocket or is visible at all, you're fired.
Wow.
Interesting.
So they're extremely stringent on things that a lot of businesses have grown to be lax on because it's just part of the culture now.
Yeah.
But you know, they pay well for it, but it's really easy to get canned if you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Interesting.
Good discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were also talking about, clickbait or whatever. Yesterday, I think it was, on KLB's Facebook page, there's a bright yellow box with black letters that, Louisiana removes independent party, and that's all that it said. And if you go in, the first thing is a link to the actual story, but if you look at all the other comments, very few people read the actual story. There's all kinds of government suppression, this, that, and the other. And basically they just removed the independent party, not no party.
Right.
Yeah.
but they got rid of the ability to just, somebody, because I don't know, like 15 years ago, somebody created the independent party,
Right.
and it just kind of, people have accidentally registered for it, thinking they're registering as an independent voter.
Right.
I think I've done that too, way back in the day, because I always try and do no party, but I didn't know independent party was an actual party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not anymore.
No, it's
And
not.
there's a lot of people that's like, oh, this is just trying to take away our vote. It's like, even read the article. But KLB's partially the fault because they wanted those clicks. So they did, the bright yellow with black. I mean, it looks like a caution sign, and drag people into it. Well, a couple randomness for the randomness this morning.
Well, I'm not anything against them. They do a fine job, but it's, if you go to Sinlaw Updates, you don't even have to go to a website. I have all the information right there on the post.
I see that.
Okay.
It's quite informative and in-depth.
Thank you. I tried.
Whoever's doing that is doing a great job.
Whoever he is.
Al's my de facto news director. I'm like, Al, you should look at this. I'll call him like all hours of the night.
It's fine. It's like the old days. Just like the old days.
Your editor is almost like a school teacher or something. I don't know.
That's true.
Hey, while we got you, are you guys open this morning for breakfast?
Absolutely. Yeah. Open over at the bakery, 7 to 1:45, so you can get breakfast anytime. And very soon, we're going to be adding something new and different to the bakery.
Like sharks?
Sharks?
Well, no, Shark Week was last week.
Oh, man.
So we missed that one. We are making a few for the people that missed out, but we have on order our new ice cream case because the gelato case, every time a part would break, we'd have to wait for it from Italy, and it just was it was a nightmare logistically. And
so you were like McDonald's basically, where the ice cream machine wasn't working.
Yeah. So we said to heck with that, and y'all know because Bluebell comes in there and talks to y'all pretty often. Anytime they have a flavor going on, and they're here in the area, so we're going to be having Bluebell ice cream, and we're going to be doing milkshakes with hard packed Bluebell ice cream.
Oh, nice.
And we're looking at about a week from now, so we're aiming for early August, just when it comes in. But we're waiting for the actual machine to come in.
Sounds like a good story to me. A little taste test.
I know, right?
All right.
Should let somebody know that does news or something.
All right, I'll give that to the news guy. I love me some Bluebell. That's hard to beat.
There you go. Might have some milkshakes to y'all first thing in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. As soon as it comes out.
Thanks.
All right. Hey, thanks, Aaron. Take care, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Bob.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So a couple of things about what he was talking about. That culture, though. Someone has to write a book on Buc-ee's
and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think they already have on Chick-fil-A, but to do an actual book about like how the company got started. I mean, because that's becoming now they're really starting to spread across. The country. They're even building one in Wisconsin.
Ruston.
Yeah. Ruston getting one.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It
amazing
is.
Company.
Yeah.
And the concept, you provide great service and people will come.
How many places would you, okay, so for example, this isn't me, I like Buc-ee's, but I would never do this by myself.
Yeah.
They have the one in Gulf Shores in the middle of July because that's where everyone would go through to go to their beach vacation across the South.
Right.
You can imagine how packed it is.
Yeah.
Well, my friends who were with us, they had to go to Buc-ee's. It was the most important thing. It took us an hour and a half to get into the parking lot.
What?
And then we spent 2 hours in there because we had to wait in line to check out.
Seriously?
Oh, but people did it.
Wow.
They waited around.
Wow.
For that place. I would never do that. I'll go to Buc-ee's if it's like a reasonable amount of people.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But it's, people are crazy over it.
Do you have a go-to item you get when you're at Buc-ee's?
What do they call them? The
beaver nuggets?
Yeah, those are good. And they got really good like deli stuff too.
Yeah,
and their fudge is good. Their jerky's good. Everything's good. Saltwater taffy.
Everything.
Yeah. The food is
different
fantastic.
Popcorns. They're like $5 a bag.
Oh, seriously. Those beaver nuggets, whatever they call them. Bucky nuggets.
Yeah, beaver nuggets.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Bucky nugs.
Last time I was at a Buc-ee's, I bought a little stuffed Bucky doll.
Yeah.
And gave it to my granddaughter. She loves it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. I remember that because they've hosted.
I have a Naked Gun line in my head right now, but I'm not going to say.
What is it?
It has to do with No, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Oh my God, I hate that. I want to know.
I'll tell you off there.
Okay.
People that know Naked Gun probably know what I'm referring to right now. One more quick thing on Ryan Sandberg. Growing up, my brother's best friend, they lived just a few houses over from us. His best friend's older brother was a star athlete in our hometown of Cudahy. And he played college baseball and he got drafted by the Phillies. So that was a big deal for a hometown guy to get a chance to play pro baseball. So the AA team that he played for in the circa around 1980, Reading Phillies.
Okay.
And this was back in the day where there was like a magazine I would get and you could order baseball cards of minor league teams. I want to say they were like $2 each. And so I knew that he was on the Reading Phillies. So I ordered one of the sets of the Reading Phillies, excuse me, and looked at it a few years later. Well, who was in that set? Ryan Sandberg.
Oh, wow.
And that card's pretty valuable because they didn't print a ton of them. So I've still got it.
Whenever you told me that, like back in my small hometown of Cudahy and my friend's brother was a star athlete,
Yeah.
I just thought of American Pastoral. You know that book?
Oh,
By Philip Roth? Oh, you should read it.
really?
I don't know why I thought about that.
Philip Roth. Okay.
Yeah. You're not much of a reader, I get it.
That's true. I'm not.
There's a movie,
I've heard
I
of
think.
Philip Roth, though. Is he pretty good writer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. American novelist. It's good.
Huh. All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went off track there.
let's squeeze in a couple more calls before Wilbert joins us. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Yeah, don't they say one of the best lines at Buc-ee's is hot brisket on the board?
Yeah, that's pretty good, too.
Hot brisket on the board.
Man,
Yep. They'll yell it out.
yeah,
and
it's,
it's like a cattle call.
yeah. I know it. I had a very bad experience with that Gulf Shores, the one near Gulf Shores myself. So
It's overly
I'm not
packed.
Catholic. Oh, yeah, it was crazy. It was from that up until Baton Rouge. It was nonstop traffic.
Wow.
So
Yeah, when we lived in
coming
Panama
back,
City,
so-
we'd always go through there and have to.
Well, now that
stop.
they have that one that's open just across the border of Louisiana into Mississippi, maybe that'll alleviate some of the traffic on the Gulf Shores one.
Oh, they opened one up there.
It took me 45 minutes to get from the gas pump to the exit.
That's nuts.
I timed it, and I'm not exaggerating.
Look, here's my thing. If I'm not an expert, but I lived in Panama City for 2 years. Here's the trick: you never go to beach vacations in June or July or August. Go mid to late October. The weather's still good enough.
Yeah.
There's way less crowd, and you're gonna have a good time. You don't have to wait in line for everything.
Well, this year we went in early May and it wasn't bad at all.
That's not a bad time either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weather was good.
That's between spring break and summer break.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, if
But,
anyone
yeah.
knows the food places, it's Brian here.
Oh, I know it. Speaking of Chick-fil-A,
Yeah, man. It's you can you need to go. Speaking of shakes, man, that peach shake is only been around just not too much longer. So you had it yet?
no, I'm not. I love Chick-fil-A. Like, I'm a big fan, but I'm not a big peach guy. Are you? I
How about
don't
the
know.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper shake at Whataburger?
I haven't
Oh.
had that.
That's
No.
fire.
I bet.
Yeah. That's
So it's like a
Oh.
float?
No, it's a shake,
Oh.
but it's Dr. Pepper flavored.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's good.
ooh, Doctor. Yeah, that's. I forgot all about that. That is the best shake they have. When did
The
it come back?
The best thing at Chick-fil-A is the macaroni. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Have you had it? No?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not a big chicken guy. Sorry, Brian.
I'll forgive you, I guess.
I'm
So.
the guy that eats more cows, actually.
He's beef and cheese. That's it. That's his diet.
That's it. What more do you
Hey,
need?
if you can, hey, Al, if you can bring a Culver's here, I'll forgive you for sure.
We can dream. We can dream. But Freddy's is close, and I'm looking forward to the Pineville one being
Mhm.
open.
They were putting the sign up yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it when I was driving home.
Mhm.
All right, man, we got to run. Thank you. Let's take another quick call. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Yeah, I found a pretty long story about Buc-ee's on the internet. One thing is they don't hire people with all these visible tattoos and piercings and all that. Yeah, if y'all got all these tattoos and piercings, they don't hire you.
Yeah, interesting.
Another thing I read, a lot of people
Guess I
like to
couldn't
say
work
he
at
was-
Buc-ee's.
You have to keep your arms covered.
A lot of people say he's from Louisiana. He's not. He's born and raised in Texas, but his grandparents had a store in, I think, Harrisonburg, Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Huh. He used to come spend some time with them in Harrisonburg at their store. And he started when he was 23. He has a solid partner. They're 50-50 partners, but his other partner just stays totally out of the limelight.
Okay. I know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know when Kelsey Winger worked for us at Channel 5, she's now a Colorado Rockies sideline reporter. Her dad was like the COO of Buc-ee's at the time.
Yep. Or CFO.
Something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that. We got to run because we're behind. We got to get Wilbert Carmouche on next here on Talkback.
KSYL. You too could have a beautiful smile in as little as 12 weeks. Exclusive to today's Dental in Pineville. Virtual Align Clear Aligners. The fastest, most convenient, affordable way to straighten your teeth for people on the go. Plus, they're invisible. No one will know you're doing it. Experience the virtual Align difference. Call Today's Dental at 448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. 448-4540.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mint?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait 1 sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 plus a month of experience beyond finance agreement, $999.99, and qualifying for well qualified, plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid for below 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Now back to Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we are back with Wilbert Carmouche from Travel of Oils. Joins us for his monthly segment to talk about what is going on down in the parish. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. All is good.
Hang on, let me turn your mic up.
Forgot your mic. Okay, now we can hear you.
There we go.
That's the second time you do me this in a row in a month.
I did it on purpose, I think.
I think so.
I always remember to turn it down.
Well, goodbye.
I need to start remembering to turn it up. So
Turn it up. Turn it up, son.
there you go. There you go. Well, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm all right again.
How's life in the parish?
Life in the parish is good.
Always good.
Always good. Hey.
The sun is shining brighter over there.
Absolutely. Now that I'm in the right thing. It's shining bright. Is that what you're saying, Stephen?
No, exact both. Yes.
Exact both, huh?
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, the first thing I'm here to invite you about, and you've talked about this quite lengthy this morning, is the grand opening of Griffin's service station.
Right.
And that is this Saturday, starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's going to be a great event, bringing a lot of people down the Jefferson Highway and into Bunkie and into Avoyles. And I think the hook is that they're going to be selling fuel for 25 cents a gallon.
Ooh.
But
they're going to let me go there then. I can fill up the tank while I'm there.
But you can't do it.
Oh, okay.
No. It's for people that were born 1959 on down. That's the only people that will be able to get fuel that day.
Wow.
I think I could say Taylor told me to come.
At 25 cents a gallon, so you can top out at $3.75 for 15 gallons of fuel.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's
So if somebody like Stephen happens to get in the line, and when they ask to see his ID, and he was born in whatever
92.
Well, they just go tell them to move on. You're not getting fuel today.
They'll charge me 25 cents extra.
No fuel at all. It's
Oh, okay.
only for people that were born 1959 on down.
You gotta go down to the self-serve station.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it 2 blocks down to the next station.
Get out of here, kid.
So it's going to be a wonderful event. There's, Mr. Greg is doing free hot dogs, free ice cream. There's going to be a band playing. There's going to be 120 cars have already signed up for a car show.
Wow.
So it's going to be a great event, a great time to be in Bunkie.
So who are the owners of this place?
The owners are Mr. Greg Coaches.
Okay,
and
yeah.
family.
Yeah, I know them.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
They used to do they have the sign. Do they still do the signs?
Pardon?
They used to have the sign company, right?
They still do.
They still do. Okay.
And Gibco Landscaping and several other enterprises that he and his family had.
His son Luke played baseball at LC, so I got to know them back then.
Right, great. And I think that's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 children, 6 siblings.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great day for Bunkie. As I said, Highway 71 will remain open, so you're going to have to use all the back streets for parking and, just to go around and make your way to Main Street. Because Griffin's will be open, Palace Market will be open, all the stores will be open as well.
What is Griffin's? Kind of give us a rundown of what it is.
Griffin's is a great story. It used to be an antique shop many years ago, and then they've taken the same store, it's 2 floors, and they've made it consignment shops.
Okay.
So you can rent X number of square foot and have your storefront within their store. They have like 100 or something stores within the confines of the Griffin's space. So it makes it very nice for people who want to sell things that don't have the capital to open a full storefront.
Awesome. Okay.
Kind of like a flea market.
Exactly.
Okay.
But these are
a little more upscale.
These are more, these are new things.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Exactly.
Okay, very cool.
So it's a great opportunity. So that's August 2nd. It starts at 8 and it goes to 2 p.m. The fuel is on 15 gallons per person, per car with ID, and that is until it runs out. So I think they're going to be pumping 8 pumps at one time.
Wow.
And then moving you out onto 71, and then you go park, and then you do the rest. But I don't know if you've seen it yet, the place. It's absolutely wonderful. It's retro, modern retro. There's a 1957 car parked on top of the canopy.
Awesome. Oh, wow.
And I was just so surprised to see the other night we were passing and took a picture of it and just came home. And then finally when I looked at the picture, even the headlights on the car light up. At night, yeah,
Cool.
Exactly.
That is so
and
good idea.
then another landmark there is the 50-foot cross that he's dropped in that basically vicinity.
Nice. All right, I hate to do this. 2-minute warning.
Not a problem.
I know you can get through it.
AKA MMA fights over at Paragon Casino Resort August 2nd. So after the grand opening, you go there for the mixed martial arts fights. James Hunter is having an art show at Gallery on the Square. That's August 6th. It starts at 5, goes to 7. James Hunter is the grandson of Clementine Hunter.
Oh, wow.
And we'll be doing a show from August 4th to September 12th.
That's
Reception is on August 6th, where you get to meet him. Wind down Wednesdays and casual Cajun suppers at Bailey's on the Square and La Petite.
You got to do that.
Every Wednesday in the month of August. Walls Council on Aging is hosting their community health fair on August 4th at the Bartlesville Volunteer Fire Training Department. Starts at 9, rolls to noon. Open mic night back at Bailey's. August 15th, 7 p.m., 6:30, the doors open, never a cover, always a vibe, and we round it out all with the alligator feeding show that takes place at Paragon Casino Resort every last Saturday of the month, 4 p.m.
That's all awesome stuff, actually.
A lot of good things.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I have a feeling we'll see Stephen Maxwell down there.
I got to do the Griffin's thing. We're going to go this week, hopefully, and the fights would be fun to go to. I don't know anything about fighting, but it'd be fun to watch. So.
Better than the midgets?
We went to mini wrestling at the Coliseum last weekend. Yeah.
Mini wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was fun.
Quite the tumble.
along with Mini Kiss.
Mini Kiss too.
Oh,
yeah. You missed out, Will.
So that's why I could not understand what the post was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
I don't really know how to go about it sometimes. I want to.
Well, y'all must have felt pretty tall then.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're walking tall.
It's a good movie.
For all of this information and much more, go to travelavoils.com or Facebook us at Travel Voiles to keep up with us.
Thank you for being here again. We'll see you next month.
Yeah, and you'll turn on the mic, hopefully.
Hopefully.
By the clinics with 27 providers and 3 locations. Someone can see you today. Stick around. More of Talkback is on the way.
Hello, I'm Dr. Noah Miller. I'm the new guy at the clinics. I'm a family medicine physician from Vedrine, Louisiana, and I'm now accepting new patients. Call today for an appointment. The clinics offers a wide range of services, including primary care, family and chronic care, urgent and acute care, on-site lab and x-ray as well. Same-day appointments are available, and we accept most insurance and Medicare. Experience exceptional care at the clinics. 1587 North Bolton. Call 445-9823 or reach us online at theclinics.us. Looking forward to seeing you at the clinics.
Be part of the excitement at the Central Louisiana Home and Product Show, Saturday, September 20th, presented by the Home Builders Association of Central Louisiana. Whether you're in home building, remodeling, decor, or innovation, this is your chance to get in front of hundreds of local homeowners ready to buy. Spots are filling fast, so don't wait. Reserve your vendor booth today. Visit hbaofcenlaw.org or call 318-443-1902. Proudly sponsored by Coburn Supply of Alexandria and Bigfoot Electric and AC.
Now back to Talkback. 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
Well, we're back, but we're not because we're out of time for this hour.
Oh, it was good to see you for 10 seconds.
This hour was so fast.
It was fun. It goes by fast when you're having fun.
It does. We got much more, though. That's the good news. A full hour of open line coming up.
We haven't talked about the news yet. Just wait.
I know. We haven't gotten almost anything, but we've got plenty to talk about, so come back.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenlaw Broadcasting.
FM 104.9, AM 970, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3 HD3, Alexandria. It's 8 o'clock. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez, developing news on last night's shooting that killed 4 people inside a New York City office building. Mayor Eric Adams tells CBS News the gunman was targeting the headquarters of the National Football League, claiming he suffered from chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE.
He appeared to have blamed the NFL for his injury.
The league's headquarters is located in the building, but Mayor Adams says the suspect took the wrong elevator bank. Among the victims, an executive from the financial firm Blackstone and a New York City police officer.
2 children, one on the way. This was his dad's only son, and you can only imagine the level of pain that he has experienced seeing his son die in this manner. But he has a proud family. He was a devoted person to his faith and to the city of New York.
The mayor says the shooter, who killed himself, left a rambling note behind. We've just learned about a potential merger that would create the nation's first transcontinental freight railroad to move everything from grains to cars across the country. Union Pacific says it wants to buy its smaller rival, Norfolk Southern, for $85 billion. If it's approved, it would combine Union Pacific's stronghold in the West with Norfolk Southern's network in 22 eastern states. A UN-backed report raises a new red flag about hunger in Gaza. The BBC's Sarah Rainsford.
The IPC, a grouping backed by the United Nations to calculate food security, says it's issuing this alert because starvation and death in Gaza will spread rapidly and relentlessly unless there's urgent action to stop the hostilities and a large-scale humanitarian response.
1 in 10 Americans is now a millionaire, but it doesn't mean as much as you might think.
Who wants to be a millionaire? The Swiss bank UBS says 23.8 million people in the U.S. have a net worth of at least $1 million, a 15-fold increase from 30 years ago. Each day, 1,000 Americans become millionaires, thanks largely to their rising home values and 401ks. But those 7 figures aren't what they used to be. As Michael Ashley Schulman at Running Point Capital Advisors puts it, $1 million is the new mass affluent middleweight class, financially secure, but 2 zeros short of private jet territory. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
It'll be another scorcher from the Gulf Coast up to New England. This kid in Wisconsin Rapids found relief at his local pool.
It's absolutely steaming hot. I don't know how hot it is, but it is hot.
It hit 98 in New York City yesterday. Several cities in the Northeast could break records today. This is CBS News.
Progressive Insurance, with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed. Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Sean Burns. The numbers are out, and it looks like the number of Louisianans on Medicaid has fallen to pre-pandemic levels, down by 20%. Public Affairs Research Council of Louisiana President Stephen Procopio says the expansion that peaked with that number at 2 million started in 2016 and reached its height in 2023. He says that's because while people were being added, no one was being taken off the Medicaid rolls.
So if someone was on there, right, they hit the lottery and won $100 million in the Powerball, they still couldn't be disenrolled from Medicaid.
Fall camp starts for the LSU football Tigers today. Hopes are high for the team, but WWL's Mike Detillier says the offensive line is a question mark as 5 starters left in the NFL draft. DJ Chester's back, but will likely move to guard, where Detillier has questions on the interior. He is, however, confident in young tackles Tyree Adams and Weston Davis.
Baylor threw a lot of different looks at them to try to confuse them, and they were able to pick it up.
LRN.
Close your eyes and feel the sun-drenched breeze of southern Spain. From whitewashed villages to golden beaches, this is where history meets passion. Moorish palaces, flamenco night, and unforgettable tapas. This small group, escorted by Amy and Christine in March 2026, will visit Seville, Cordoba, Granada, Marbella, and more. Join our spectacular Spain tour, beaming with culturally rich and local experiences. FreedomTravelLLC.com, your international travel architect.
Well, sunny and really hot for us on this Tuesday as temperatures will get up to about 99 degrees for the afternoon high. We'll see winds out of the northwest at about 5 to 10 and only a very slight chance of any rain in the forecast at all. Tonight, partly cloudy down to 77 for the overnight low. And then our Wednesday, cloudy skies followed by partial clearing and very hot and humid again. 94 the high on Wednesday. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian. Currently 75 degrees in Cenla.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 27 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
And welcome back, everyone, for hour number 2 of Talkback here on your Tuesday morning. I'm Al Quartermons, along with Stephen Maxwell. Glad to be with you here today as our good friend Nathan is heading down to Lake Charles today for the Louisiana Municipal Association meeting. He texted in to say that he heard us talking about him.
Where is it? Is it like at the LaBerge or something?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm sure we can do some research.
Oh, Lake Chuck.
White Chuck.
I ain't been there in a hot minute.
That was kind of one of the big metro places for you to go when you were growing up in Allen Parish, though.
Yeah, it was Alexandria or Lake Charles. We're right in the middle.
Distance, yeah.
We went to Lake Charles more because we had cousins there.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed Alexandria when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We always went to the theater here.
I remember you had a brief stint of maybe going to McNeese State.
I had one day there. So, I've been to multiple universities and... Now, long story short, went to LC at the time. And I was like, I'm going to go to McNeese all of a sudden because my cousin goes there. It'll be fun. You know, probably would have majored in beer pong. And I got there and I called it. I was like, it doesn't feel right. He's like, no, just come back. I was like, okay.
Next day he's back.
It was literally you think my parents would be so like annoyed with me.
Yeah.
And they kind of were, but they were so happy I went back to LC.
Yeah. I remember your mom telling me she'd been praying that you would go back.
My life would have been completely different, I'm sure.
Think about it. Yeah.
Would not be doing this, I'm sure.
Yep.
I don't know what I'd be doing. You never know, right?
Exactly. We might try to devise our plans, but the Lord directs our steps.
That's right.
All right, 442-8255 on the BOM Bank talk line, and we have some calls coming in this morning. Let's go to those. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Good morning, Big Al and Big Steve. Y'all have too much fun up there, and Atwood calling in makes me hungry. So I hope someday I'll do a live remote from Ricardo's because I know they are a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
But that's great. Moon used to do that too. He'd have them live remotes at different places, but he'd bring the best stuff from Scott.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I want to remind everybody, too, there's a city council meeting here in Alexandria. It starts at 5 o'clock. Of course, everybody's going to be in DeVille. Y'all probably have 1,000 people over there in DeVille and everything.
What's going on in DeVille?
We ain't even got to that yet.
Yeah, really.
But anyway, I wanted to thank y'all for letting me put out my phone number and address, and somebody contacted me, and it was awful nice. And I just want to thank y'all for that, and keep praying for me so I can get some home health care. One more thing I want to bring up, and then I'm going to let y'all go.
Mm-hmm.
On Fox affiliate here, they have News Nation that comes on from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. If you want to find out the truth, they showed that Cincinnati thing that y'all talked about the other day, but the mainstream media has not covered it.
Nope.
And y'all find my African American. It's not right. That's racism to me on white folks, as far as I'm concerned.
Man, I saw a clip of the police chief there in Cincinnati, a woman, and she was castigating the media for showing the images of it, or social media. Didn't say anything about the actual perpetrators. You know, like, I mean,
are they in custody?
I don't know if they've arrested anybody yet.
That might be why. I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Or you just mean not mention it at all, or?
That's what I'm seeing.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to bring up one more thing about our local media, and I wish they would cover some of the same stuff. They go all over the other cities and stuff. A white fella got the Cuban in the town, and the only place that covered it was Urban Cast. And I don't know why News Channel 5 or KLAX didn't cover that, and that was a couple Saturdays ago.
What was it?
I don't know what the deal, but it's on Urban Cast. A white fella got to shooting up the town, and Woods put it out, but the police chief, like I said, they finally put it out once it was on Urban Cast. So I salute you and Urban Cast, Steve, because y'all are going to get to the truth about everything about Alexander. So God bless you, man, and God bless America.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was just checking out. Apparently, Steve, they have arrested 5 people. They charged at least 5 suspects in that violent attack. And they say that the woman, actually Vivek Ramaswamy spoke with her yesterday, and he actually is running for governor in Ohio. I don't know if you've heard that, but said she's a single working mom who went to a friend's birthday party. It's unconscionable that there were no police present in that area of Cincinnati Friday night, or even an ambulance to take her to the hospital. And I saw that J.D. Vance was also speaking in Ohio yesterday, and he commented on it too.
Okay. Yeah, I saw he was speaking there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the big thing yesterday was, of course, the New York shooting.
Yes.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah. So this guy drove all the way from Nevada, from Las Vegas, and apparently the New York Post actually did a story about it this morning, saying that he was suffering from CTE and he blamed football for that. So that's why he was apparently targeting the NFL offices, which were housed in that skyscraper that he. What's remarkable to me is you hear like that there are all of these very important companies there, that they wouldn't have better security. There was like one security guard.
He killed a police officer.
Yeah, like right when he went in, he
shot a security guard.
Yeah.
You would think, I don't know, like I don't know anything about security or, what the proper thing is, but 2 doesn't seem bad. I mean, it's just such a weird situation.
Yeah.
It's such an anomaly. Awful.
I know.
I mean, what do you do?
And then he took his own life. But, yeah.
Shot 5, 6 people. But yeah, he said something about a player he left a note saying something about a player who took his own life, former NFL player. I think he was a Steeler, forgot his name, but he was dealing with CTE by drinking antifreeze.
Really?
So he left a letter there. He was the suspect was a high school football player of some sort and had some mental health issues. He did have a concealed carry license from the state of Nevada. So,
you wonder with his history of mental issues how he could have had a license.
I don't know. Maybe that wasn't diagnosed until after. I'm sure all this will come out. You just don't know.
Yeah. So very, very tough story. All right, back to the phones we go. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Well, good morning. It's your intrepid reporter from Lake Charles. Here's my name called a couple of times. I thought I would call in and crash the party because you guys are having too much fun on my normal day.
Well, you sounded different on the phone. It took me a second to realize who this was.
Yeah, well, I haven't talked much this morning, so I probably am still in my froggy voice.
A little bit, yeah. It's not your normal smooth tone.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're very kind.
Deep.
Yeah, he's a little deeper.
Yeah. So I actually came down yesterday because we have some board meetings. The annual convention moves around the state for the Louisiana Municipal Association.
Is that board spelled B-O-R-E-D?
Oh my God.
Well, I won't. There were some moments of slumber and phone usage during some of the meetings. That is correct.
Well, you would never make it as a Buc-ee's employee.
Right.
Well, I have no tattoos, so I think I'm okay there.
Oh, he's got you beat there, Steven.
That's right. You're an upstanding citizen.
Oh, man.
I can imagine what Buddy would have thought if you came home with a tattoo on your arm.
Now, but what's funny is he has 4.
Oh, really?
He could not work. That's right.
Oh, the secret is out.
Probably military, huh?
Yeah, it was. He was in the Navy, and those are his naval tattoos, one of which is rated cannot be seen in public.
Oh, wow. Man, you are telling on your preacher dad right now.
I guess I'm not going to be able to come home now after this. I might as well just stay in Lake Charles.
Oh, man.
Well, I want to know what it is now.
Yeah.
It's not like a salacious sailor tattoo, is it?
It is a sailor tattoo. Yes, you just let your imagination reign. I'm sure there was some beer involved in those days.
Wow.
Now you're really telling on him.
Well, he tells from the pulpit, so I'm not telling anything that he hasn't told. So, but yeah, so the LMA and convention, as I say, it moves around. It was in Alexandria a couple of years ago, and you mentioned the LaBarge. That's the host hotel, and there are events here. That's where I'm at. But all of the events, most of the events are going to be at the event center on the lake. And I got to tell you, having never really, my experience in Lake Charles has been, I-10 going across the big bridge.
Yeah.
And so this is only the second time I've been here in town. When I was here 7 years ago, I was blown away by the beauty of so many things they have here.
Really?
Some of the homes by the lake are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, that's the nicest part of town, of course.
It is.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And we had an event downtown last night at a place called 121 something or other, and man, a high-end bistro restaurant that was just, lamb skewers and all kinds of fancy stuff.
Dude, if you want some of the best food in Lake Charles, probably in the state, go to Daryl's off of, I think it's off Preon Lake. Fantastic. Okay. It's like a sandwich po' boy thing. It's like the staple there.
Well, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, most of our meals are included, but there is one night where we get to do our own things. So you said Daryl's.
Daryl's, please go and get the roast beef.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Now I will definitely check it out.
Didn't we go there when we went down for the Trump rally?
Maybe.
I remember having roast beef down there.
I mean, it's always been good. I don't know if they changed ownership, so you never know what's happened the past 8 years, but it was always the best, and everyone kind of goes there.
Well, one of the things I really enjoy about the convention that we've been able to do the last several years, the city of Pineville hosts the prayer breakfast. And so tomorrow morning, Tom Boucher, Councilman Tom Boucher, and I will be hosting that. And we've been doing this for over a decade now. And we'll have about 1,000 people, elected officials from around the state, that will come out for some spiritual infusion. And I always appreciate them coming because they could get their free breakfast in their hotel, but instead they come to the prayer breakfast at the Coliseum, not the Burton Coliseum, but the Coliseum that's there, the event center. And we've got some special speakers and special music, and that's, for me, is always a highlight because it kind of flows out of what I do in my regular job as a pastor.
Yeah.
But they've allowed us to do that for several years, and when it first started, what had happened was a few years ago, we'd kind of complained to the executive director that the prayer breakfast was, just this little 75 people in a corner room. The only prayer was the prayer over the meal. And then they had like a DEQ spokesperson talking about, something. We're like, that's not really a prayer breakfast. And the executive director said, look, we're good at putting on conventions, but we don't know nothing about prayer breakfast. If you want to do it, go for it. So we took it over. We had, some over the years, we've seen it grow from 200, 300, 600. And now, it's averaging about 1,000 every year that come to the event. And people really appreciate and this year the topic is going to be faith and friendship in public service. We've got two mayors, the mayor of Central and the mayor of Baton Rouge, who are best friends. And they're going to share their faith and how their friendship affects their public service. So they'll be the keynote tomorrow morning.
That's Coach Sid?
Yes, that's right. And Coach Sid and Wade Evans will be the two speakers tomorrow morning.
That sounds good. Man,
yeah.
Nice. Now, how many people overall go to the LMA?
It'll be 1,300 to 1,500 registered guests that come.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you get like 2/3 going to the prayer breakfast? That's encouraging.
Absolutely. It is. There was one year we had more people at the prayer breakfast than we had at the when the governor spoke. So
Wow.
I don't know if that'll happen every year, but they've really embraced the prayer breakfast.
What are y'all serving up over there?
Whatever the bacon and eggs they have. I don't know. I don't set the menu.
Well, if there's anybody who needs prayer in Louisiana, it's our public officials.
No doubt about it. Absolutely. So there are a lot of jokes about that as well. And of course, me being a preacher and a politician, I get my own set of jokes for that as well.
Absolutely. All right. Well, hope you have a great time. Yeah. Thanks for letting me fill in for you today. And I know the folks will look forward to hearing from you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Fred.
All right, thanks, Nathan. All right, we'll take a break. And again, our number 442-8255 here on Talkback.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics with 27 providers and 3 locations. Someone can see you today. Stick around. More of Talkback is on the way.
The Clinics welcome Dr. Noah Miller, family medicine physician, to our team. Dr. Miller from Vadrine, Louisiana, is now accepting new patients. Call today to schedule your appointment. The Clinics offers a wide range of services, including primary care, family and chronic care, urgent and acute care with on-site lab and x-ray. Same-day appointments are available, and we accept most insurance and Medicare. Experience exceptional care at the Clinics, 1587 North Bolton. Call 445-9823 or look us up online at theclinics.us.
A message from Israel Air Conditioning and Heating.
Yeah, my mama, she told me to pick up and call Israel Air. She told me Israel Air. She told me. She said they'll come running with comfort beyond compare.
At a very fair price.
Because you know we're all about your comfort, no troubles. Call 442-6657. That's 442-6657. We're all about your comfort,
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. To take part in the show, call 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. Talk back.
And we are back, Alan Stephen, and to the phones again we go. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I wanted to go back to the beating that took place in Cincinnati. The fact that the media doesn't cover it because of the racial composure of the event, causes more of those things to happen, because the first step in deterring things like this is public ridicule. And so they have a part in making our society less healthy by choosing. And so you have to ask yourself, now, why would they choose this? Now, some of them think, oh, well, black people were enslaved 150, 200 years ago. And so the people today who were never a slave and the people who never held a slave have some kind of issue they need to work out. I think that's foolish. But it perpetuates the grief and the victim status. Now, some people, like you pointed out before, Rush saw it as the soft what is it? The soft bigotry of low expectation. Yeah. Some people actually believe, and I believe it's a form of elitism, which leads them to racism. Some people believe that, black people cannot compete with everybody, can't be expected to hold up the same standard as everybody else. I think they can, because I see it all day long everywhere around me.
Yes,
and,
absolutely, yes.
So I'm hoping that sadly, the voices that will decry this are going to be conservative, and so they're not going to get any airtime in the media. The media we partake of, they will. I've seen this story several different places, but until our national media, and until the people have got to say, I'm tired of living in a society that tolerates something like this. Until then, it won't change.
No, you're
anyway,
right.
Thanks
absolutely. And, that's what I hate, is the racial component of all of it. I don't know. I mean, and we've been through so much as a country in the last few years. I feel like the direction or the tone has changed quite a bit, but there still are areas of concern, for sure.
Whenever you said the chief of police was complaining about people watching it, I think she meant watching and recording it out there, and only one called 911.
Okay.
That's what the headline said. It could be she could have said something else too, but she was upset that 100 people were watching and recording the violent attack, and only one called police.
I'll see if I can find the clip.
Let me see. I'm trying to see how much national news coverage there is. It's just Fox so far. Let me see.
Here's what she had to say. Hopefully it's good audio as far as quality goes.
Okay.
Another topic I want to cover real quick. Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity and enforcing the law. Because what happens, that social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened. And it makes our job more difficult.
Okay.
Go ahead, right here.
Thank you. 2 questions. Where were the nearest officers?
In the central business section. They were working. They were both in vehicles, and like I said, they had to maneuver through the traffic.
My second question is, you had said social media, news media distorted the content of what actually happened. What exactly was distorted? I understand that there was multiple views of the video, but exactly what led up to this? I mean, what was distorted?
Yeah, so I think by the irresponsibility with social media is it just shows one side of the equation quite frequently, without context, without factual context. And then people run with that. And then it grows legs and it becomes something bigger that we then have to try to manage as part of the investigation.
Well, I get both sides. Like, you know, why is media not covering it allegedly and this and that and the other? But it's also, we got to be very careful about putting narratives on every situation, which is something this side gets mad about too, you know?
I feel like her answer, especially the follow-up question, was really weak because
she didn't know what she was saying. Like, you
they're
know,
like, where were the officers? Well, the two of them were in a car trying to. So you had this huge jazz fest kind of thing in downtown Cincinnati, and you only had 2 police officers in the area.
Mm. Yeah.
And then secondly, out of context, I don't know how you can take out of context a woman coming over to help and getting sucker punched by a cowardly man, who in this case happened to be a black man. How is that out of context? It's what he did. Yeah. So now if what led to the incident with the white guy, whether he provoked it even, there's no excuse for a gang of people jumping in and pounding the guy while all these other people are just shooting it on their phones. No one's stepping in to help and break it up.
I get what you're saying, but I don't know if, like, it's like we're almost saying that police is making an excuse or something. Like, I think they're just trying to do their investigation and then come up with the most factual representation.
Oh yeah,
it just takes time.
Get that, but
I get what you're saying from like a media coverage.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna blast the news media to their faces, have a good follow up on the specifics of what you're concerned about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's tough.
Well, apparently this same chief back in May, it said there's an article in the Cincinnati Enquirer. Cincinnati police officers sue the city and the chief alleging bias against white lieutenants.
Wow.
I mean, probably a DEI hire, I would say, right?
I don't know. Could be. I just don't know anything about Cincinnati.
Why are cities so... You know who would know? Our good friend Adam Burniston.
That's right.
He works there now.
Good baseball town.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great baseball town.
Yeah. I went there one time. We and you, remember? We went a couple years ago.
I wasn't with you on that trip.
Yes, you were.
Cincinnati?
We went to Kentucky. You didn't go, did you?
No, I didn't go.
You didn't go to Louisville?
You were with Tyler Ray.
Yeah, you didn't go?
I didn't go.
I just assumed you went.
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't.
So we had no supervision or nothing?
No, it was...
Wow.
It was like you, a guy named Tyler, Breyer.
Yeah. Somebody else. James? Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. I thought you went for something.
I didn't.
Well, you missed out. Cincinnati's cool.
Louisville, I heard, was interesting.
Yeah.
Keep driving. Don't stop.
You freaked us out.
All right. We need to take a quick break and we'll come back with more calls.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics with 27 providers and 3 locations. Someone can see you today. Stick around. More of Talkback is on the way.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. It's official. Union Pacific agreed to acquire Norfolk Southern in a cash and stock deal valued at $85 billion, forming a transcontinental rail giant that stands to be the industry's largest deal ever. The tie-up would transform the North American rail market, pairing Union Pacific's network across the western U.S. with Norfolk's East Coast routes. While regulatory approval remains a challenge for any rail merger, this agreement raises competitive pressure on rivals like CSX and Berkshire Hathaway's BNSF to potentially pursue deals of their own. We now know what Warner Brothers Discovery plans to call the 2 businesses following a split. The company said Warner Brothers will house its TV, video game, and movie studios along with HBO and the HBO Max streaming channel. The other new business will be called Discovery Global. It will include CNN, TNT Sports in the U.S., Discovery, and the Discovery Plus streaming service. Futures point to a higher open. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Storms, tornadoes, power outages. It's the season, so get prepared. Get storm ready with Southern Air. Get a free estimate on a generator, the right generator for your home and family, plus 0% financing for 60 months with approved credit. Let Southern Air help you take the worry out of hurricane season. Take action now. Visit southernairnow.com and let us bear it. Or give us a call at 318-777-5555. Keep the lights on with Southern Air.
Have you ever noticed how mysterious stains are?
Oh, how did the stain get on my new blouse?
You got me.
I didn't do it.
Isn't it good to know there's a professional dry cleaning company in town with service you can depend on? Take it to Craig's.
Craig's will get it out.
At Craig's Cleaners, tough stains are no problem. Finicky, hard to clean fabrics are no problem either. Just dependable, professional dry cleaning. Craig's Cleaners, 1746 Elliott Street, 1305 Metro Drive, or Highway 28 East at the Pineville Expressway.
Think you need a new roof? Think again and save thousands. 855 RoofMax will help you put off the high cost of a roof replacement for at least 5 years. Or 10.
Or sometimes even 15.
855 RoofMax. We're America's most trusted roofer because we always try to save your roof rather than replace it. 855 RoofMax. We'll restore your roof for a fraction of the cost of a new one. But don't wait. If your roof loses too much protective coating, it's too late. So call 855 RoofMax.
Most people have no idea there's an invisible gap in their home's protection. This invisible threat is house stealing. Con artists pick a house. They transfer the deed of this house into their name by obtaining the forms, using the fake IDs, and filing the paperwork with proper authorities. Now they own the home. Protect your home from this invisible gap. Check on your home's title right now at HomeTitleLock.com. Be sure to use promo code RADIO, and they will send you a complete title scan of your home's title. And your first 30 days of triple lock title protection is free. HomeTitleLock.com.
Well, sunny and really hot for us on this Tuesday as temperatures will get up to about 99 degrees for the afternoon high. We'll see winds out of the northwest at about 5 to 10, and only a very slight chance of any rain in the forecast at all. Tonight, partly cloudy down to 77 for the overnight low. And then our Wednesday, cloudy skies followed by partial clearing and very hot and humid again. 94 the high on Wednesday. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian. Currently 79 degrees in Cenla.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
All right, we continue here on Talkback on this Tuesday morning. Alan Stephen with you, and let's go back to the phone calls. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, you're on.
Oh, hey, did you guys ever figure out who the football player was that went crazy? Wasn't that Junior Seau?
No, this is something else.
Somebody else, huh?
They have it in 2006. This is like the Post put it. Let me check it out.
Yeah, because Junior Seau, he played for San Diego and lived in San Diego and went crazy, shot his wife or fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that CTE is just a terrible thing for people that get it.
Terry Long, former Pittsburgh Steeler.
Terry Long. I don't really remember him.
Okay. Yeah, that's sad.
Very much so. Yeah, Junior Seau's story was incredibly sad because he was such a great guy and well loved by his teammates and fans, and that was a tough one.
Yeah, he was. He I guess he had restaurants in San Diego too. Real nice guy. Just sad to hear that for him and his family. You know, that's bad.
Yeah, another kind of, I don't know if it was CTE, but if you remember the story of Chris Benoit, he was a pro wrestler, and when he shot his wife and son, I think,
shot his wife and kids and shot himself. Yeah, that was bad.
Yep. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for the call. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Y'all doing a great job.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I was looking at the Twitter profile for the chief of police of Cincinnati. 3 decades with CPD, mother, grandma, law enforcement family, and then she puts advocate for inclusion, collaboration, and officer wellness. Okay. Just putting that out there.
Thank you.
So, hey, when Aaron called in earlier today, he made allusion to this story, and I wanted to bring it up. The news yesterday from the Secretary of State, Nancy Landry, of why they're eliminated the independent party here in the state. People may not realize this. I guess I didn't catch this. It was actually part of the legislation that was passed during this last session where the independent party ceases to exist. So now voters, starting on August 1st, voters, if you're registered as a, quote, independent, you're going to automatically have your party affiliation changed to, quote, no party in the state voter registration system. And if that is you will get a notification card in the mail so that you know. It was Act 84 of the Louisiana legislature as part of the state preparing to transition to what we will have next year, which is a closed party primary now for the Senate, the House, State Supreme Court, Public Service Commission, and the Bessie Board. So this will be the first time Louisiana will have these closed primaries, and participation then is limited to voters whose party affiliation is listed as either Democrat or Republican or no party. So I guess if you're no party, you can vote in either one, I believe, right?
You can basically declare, and you can't switch back.
Right.
For the rest of that race.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? The whole independent party thing was kind of stupid. It was like, this is the no party affiliation party. Like, it was just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I wonder what the basis was for that from
I
the
don't
start.
know. Landry said many Louisiana voters who are registered as independents mistakenly believe they are unaffiliated with any political party when, in fact, they are members of the independent party. This proactive change will allow voters formally registered as independents to participate in closed party primaries next year, preventing voter confusion while maximizing participation. So,
From what I heard, I should probably get my ducks in a row. We could maybe get the registrar on or to talk. But you literally, for the primary, you can walk up and declare what you are, and you're stuck in that. You can't vote in the Democrat primary and then like, oh, I'm going to come back and vote in the Republican primary. Yeah.
you'll have to declare you're going to vote in this one or that one.
Yep.
But you can't do both.
Yep.
Is what you're saying. Which makes sense. But I actually like that. I think that's a good move.
Because usually if you're no party, you really can't vote in the primary.
Right, exactly. Or if before, when you thought you were an independent, that you wouldn't
be able to at all.
Allowed to vote, but now clearly you'll be able to as a no party.
But if you're I think most people will do the Republican primary.
But if you're in the Green Party, you're out of luck.
You're out of luck.
Or a Libertarian Party.
You're out of luck. They'll probably have a Libertarian candidate, one.
Until the general election, then
they'd be weeded out at that point. Yeah.
Well, right. Well, I mean, let's say the general election will be a Democrat against a Republican, but everyone will be allowed to vote in that.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the primary. I doubt they have multiple candidates, but
yeah.
They usually throw someone out there just to do it.
True. That is true. Especially like maybe in the Senate race.
The Senate race. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I have no party affiliation and proud of it, baby.
Well, I think as a journalist, you should be a no party person.
I've almost gotten to the point like, should I even vote? And I know people, I know people fought and died for our vote, and I completely agree, but people fought and died for press freedom too, so it's a tough one. I still vote though, but I try not to have a party affiliation.
Try to truly vote for the best candidate.
Me?
Yeah.
I just vote for whoever's talking to me more. I'm just kidding. It's the president, I'm joking. None of them talk to me.
I hear voices in my head that talk to me. All right. Back to the phones. Good morning. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Many years ago when I registered first to vote, when I was 21, because you couldn't vote until you were 21.
Oh, wow.
I voted Democrat. And the reason I voted registered Democrat was because there was no point in registering Republican because there would only be one candidate.
Yeah.
And of course now, I think that most of the people that claim to be Republicans are simply possibly semi-conservative Democrats.
Yeah.
But it's popular to register or claim to be a Republican. But
wait, are you saying that politicians hold their finger in the air and see which way the wind's blowing?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I hadn't been able to listen to the program the whole morning, and I was just wondering if y'all had mentioned the carbon capture meeting that's going to be this afternoon.
Not yet.
Or evening.
We were definitely going to get to it, I think, here at the end.
Yeah, well, I was kind of taken aback by Mr. DeWitt contending that he was being threatened and therefore wouldn't be attending. And if that fact was a legitimate threat to him, that's really sad.
Yeah, I know you worked on this story yesterday. Maybe you have more insight into that.
Yeah, we broke the story here. We got word that he would not be attending because of a possible social media threat. I called Representative DeWitt, and he goes, yeah, I'm concerned. Out of precaution, I've been advised not to go. I called state police. They informed me that they are monitoring social media and the post and the situation, but there is no active open investigation into that post at this moment. But they are monitoring it, and Representative DeWitt said out of precaution he's not going to be going to that meeting. And he was very open about it and talked about it.
Well, if indeed he was threatened and they can find out who did it, they ought to put him under the jail.
It was from what I understand, it was a post about state legislators in general, and he was concerned too because his picture was posted. This is what I need some clarity on. I've been trying to figure it out. Post underneath it or post in it. His picture was underneath the post or something. So he says out of precaution, that's what he's decided to do.
Yeah, well, in any event, if anybody's going around threatening people, they can be identified. Something needs to be done about the people doing the threatening.
Mm-hmm. I think the reaction on your post was interesting because it seemed like a lot of people were feeling like maybe this was an excuse to not go to the meeting.
No, that's what they're saying. I mean, I was getting the story out there, and I was very careful about it, about posting it, because you don't want to create hysteria or anything if you don't have to. But, I thought it was important for him to get his message out. He wanted to. And, some of the backlash on the comments, can't say I expected it, but I don't really try and figure out what the comments are going to do, to be honest with you.
Right, you never know.
Or I wouldn't decide a story based on how the comments might turn out.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Well, it'd be interesting to determine one way or the other how the amount of commentary on, on posts like that relate to legitimate concerns within the community.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Things like response to, say, Twitter or Facebook is kind of like letters to the to your representative or whoever's elected.
Mm-hmm.
It's replacing taking the time to send a letter. You're basically going on public record that you're dissatisfied. Now, does that mean that only 5% of the people are dissatisfied? If you get 100 comments, that suggests to me that people are concerned and watching what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any question that this issue has captured a lot of the conversation in our area, of course, this show as well. And when you start talking about messing with people's land, their homes, their property rights, and then just in general, the potential long range for health issues when it comes to water and other things, people are not going to take that lightly. And it's hard sometimes to predict when people are going to become engaged in something that's a political topic, but they seem pretty engaged in this one.
Well, I noticed in your discussion with the fellow from the biodiesel, he said that they didn't expect this kind of a blowback and that they were working diligently to address the questions. And I guess they figured that they were just going to slide it in and regardless of the problems, that was that. But as you pointed out eloquently, without the Green New Deal, there would be no project.
Bingo. All right. Well, thank you for the call. Sure. We need to take a break. Appreciate you, and we'll come back with more after this.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics with 27 providers and 3 locations. Someone can see you today. Stick around. More of Talkback is on the way.
All of us have that one friend who can just light up the room with a smile. And sadly, how many of us are just a little bit envious of that friend? Well, here's the good news. The folks over at Today's Dental in Pineville can deliver that beautiful beaming smile. Over the years, hundreds of hopeful patients have visited and been completely satisfied. They've made getting dental implants an amazingly simple, low-anxiety procedure, one that's affordable for anyone's budget. The staff at Today's Dental go out of their way to make you feel comfortable with calming in-office IV sedation that's administered by a highly skilled, certified nurse anesthetist. And their multiple finance options make the entire procedure truly affordable. Isn't it your turn to light up that room? Give Today's Dental a call at 448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Gauthier. That's 448-4540.
Do you want to take a vacation every day? Do you want to know where your children are all summer long? Then call A1 Pools now and have a swimming pool installed in your own backyard. A1 Pools can build your pool and have you swimming with your family before you know it. Call A1 Pools now and get a free quote. Call 318-449-2093. And financing is available. Call A1 Pools now. 318-449-2093.
Now back to Talk Back, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we are back, and it's Alan Stephen with you, 442-8255. We still have some time to get your phone calls in if there's anything else you'd like to get to today. I think another story I can sense that Stephen Maxwell might soon be working on. It was one that I shared to our Facebook page yesterday, and that is, this was actually in Sports Illustrated, SI.com. Louisiana lawmakers are launching a review of the LHSAA amid rising transparency concerns. And it is Speaker Pro Tem Mike Johnson of Pineville forming a 10-member bipartisan committee to closely examine the LHSAA, the Louisiana High School Athletic Association. The committee is set to convene for the first time today, actually, and they are looking to deliver a full report to the legislature's education committees by next February. Johnson says the move is not about confrontation, but rather creating a productive dialogue between lawmakers and the LHSAA, an independent entity that governs high school sports across the state, but operates with little public oversight. So you might ask, why are they doing this all of a sudden? Well, they've been getting more criticism over a lack of transparency, especially from school administrators. And a flashpoint was in 2023 when Newman High School sued the LHSAA over the suspension of a former coach, Randy Livingston. And during litigation, the executive director of the LHSAA, Eddie Bonine, reportedly admitted to bypassing the organization's own disciplinary procedures. Another issue, and I think this is one that really hits home and probably why Mike is on this issue, is this whole issue of a select versus non-select. Do you get that system, Stephen, what they're doing with it?
A little bit.
Okay, so basically, I think the spirit of that provision was your private schools that recruit kids versus your public schools, which traditionally, quote unquote, don't recruit.
And
quotations. Right. So it was designed to create competitive balance between those public and private programs, because you can have a small private school that has the talent level of a large public school. Kind of you go back to the days when Evangel would take on West Monroe, for example. I mean, Evangel, a much smaller school, but because they were able to recruit top talent, they were as good as any team in the state year in and year out. The problem is they've lumped into that select group charter and magnet schools, as well as schools that have open enrollment. So you only have a few parishes like that, one of which is Rapide. So that's why once you get to the playoffs, you're seeing, Ash end up in the football championships playing those private schools more often, which does seem to hurt, I would say, the parish, and maybe not with Ash, but with some other teams maybe. It's hurt them in the postseason. But then on the flip side, our basketball, softball, and baseball teams have all done pretty well from the parish. So, but Johnson just says that they want to create transparency, cooperation, and accountability. He says there are other instances where they're not even following their own policies. I'm not looking to sell scores. I just want to do something good for the student athletes. So if you're wondering who's on the committee, it's Representative Johnson, 2 other representatives, Brian Fontenot, and several others. Timi Chasson, Vincent Cox, John Weibly, and Rashid Young. And from the Senate, you have President Pro Tem Regina Barrow, Education Chair Rick Edmonds, and Senators Alan Seabaugh and Bill Wheat.
And those are not all House representatives, huh?
No, there are
the disappointees.
6 representatives, and then wait.
No, I don't think they're just House appointed. They're not all representatives, right? Am I wrong?
Oh, it says representatives.
Okay, cool. Sorry. But that's interesting. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I had no idea that the LHSAA was a private company. You know?
Yeah.
I did not know that. The other day.
The biggest things I noticed when I moved down here was, like, growing up in Wisconsin, from the time I was a small kid, I remember watching the state basketball tournament on local television. They would always broadcast the tournament games. It used to be boys, and it was boys and girls, separate weeks, but man, huge audiences. And then they started doing football that way, even hockey and other things. And I think they broadcast the state games, but I don't really even know where you find those. So it's just my point being, I don't know if there's been enough proper promotion of the high school athletics to the broad base of Louisianians.
But wouldn't the people who only really care about it is their kids are in it, for the most part?
I mean, yeah, that's always a huge part, but I don't know. I still think there are people that enjoy watching high school sports in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some folks that even if their kids are long gone, they still will go to high school games just to enjoy watching that level of competition.
Or they'll go to the alma mater.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Although it's interesting how a lot of those games have gotten pricey, like for admission. It's not all that, it used to be like $1 to get in someplace, and now it's usually a lot more than that.
Yeah, my late grandpa was a long-time basketball, baseball coach for high school in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And he always had the LHSAA card, so he'd get in free and with some other person.
Yeah.
But there was like a time where he didn't have his card or something, and he'd be like, I can't believe I gotta pay these tickets. They're outrageous. They get up every time I go, and yeah.
Did he go to a lot of the Fairview games?
Yeah. I mean, there's not much else to do in Fairview, so that's kind of the meeting place.
When you have those smaller communities, whether it be Pitkin or Simpson, Plainview, you get a lot of folks just from the community that'll come because they enjoy watching their community team.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you come up here, and it's also a big deal, and all the schools have their rivalries and stuff, but it's not like the same fervor that I've noticed as like you have in these super small towns like where I'm from.
Yeah.
Because that's all you got.
Right.
And the school is the whole community.
Oh, yeah.
So when you hear about consolidation for certain things in the parish to save money, it freaks them out because you kill the community if you get rid of the school.
No doubt about that. It's really what kind of bonds that community together.
Yeah.
And the sports teams are an important part of that.
In Fairview, it's the most important part. Basketball is the thing.
If you're a young lady that's born in Fairview, you're probably going to start doing basketball lessons when you're 4 years old.
You're going to win like 7 championships.
Yeah.
Including junior high.
Right. That's what I couldn't believe it when I moved down here that they let like junior high kids be on the varsity sports teams.
Yeah.
That was new to me.
Yeah.
Last break, real quick one, we'll come back.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics with 27 providers and 3 locations. Someone can see you today. Stick around. More of Talkback is on the way.
Attention all real estate agents, property owners, and lenders. When you or a client needs a real estate attorney, call the professionals at Thompson Law Firm. Whether the legal matter is basic or complex, the Thompson Law Firm can accurately guide you or your client to a successful outcome. That's why numerous industry professionals have trusted the Thompson Law Firm for years. They also handle estate planning, successions, and business law. Call them at 473-0052. I am a paid non-client attorney spokesperson.
In Sinlaw, keeping your lawn looking great can be a real challenge. And that's why folks have been choosing our locally owned and operated company, Promo Fencing and Lawn Care. Promo can also be your local choice for fence installation and new landscape installs. They're real pros about it too, offering free estimates and financing for those bigger jobs, residential or commercial. Bring your vision to life with Promo Fencing and Lawn Care. Call 318-452-6265.
Talk back. To take part in the show, call 442-8255. That's 442-TALK.
Okay, we got time for one more call. Let's take that one. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, Al, it's Brad from Chicago. I know we're up against the hour, so I'll be as quick as I can, and I still owe you an email, and I'm more than happy to talk about crypto and internet security. But more importantly, what I need to talk about and make an issue for today is everybody takes a quick look at their privacy online, okay? And they need to push back on with everything we have. You're talking to a 35-year tech veteran here. And what happened in the UK yesterday is they have instituted a digital ID to get on the internet. Please take 3 minutes, people, to read an introductory article about this topic of this nightmarish Orwellian requirements to use the internet, because it's going to be something for U.S. citizens to deal with possibly very shortly. The name of the article is The Age-Gated Internet is Here. Again, if anyone needs a pen and paper, the Age-Gated Internet is here. And it explains how people in the UK are already having to prove their age for things like social media, like Blue Sky, or even Reddit. There are apps that are going to require ID to use, and this opens a door to mass surveillance. And all of your data is going to have to be stored by the state. I am a personal victim of identity theft from the state of Illinois. They had all of their systems compromised. I lost my social security number, everything. It was insane. And my fear is that they're going to eventually ask, or make you, am I going to have to give an ID to listen to KSYL? Because our views are not going to be transparent enough for government, and it's outside their scope of cooperation from the state. I mean, this is so overboard. Look, I've been running local BBS boards since 1985 from a Commodore 64, and there was only one. There's only one thing that scared me more than this type of action by government, and that was a state-issued digital dollar, and that's on its way too. And we'll talk about that in a few days or next week after I send you the email. But look up the Data Use and Access Act of 2025 and what happened in the UK. And just remember, folks, this will be the model to censor your free speech online, to surveil you all the time and use whatever it is that you put on and searched for against you. Because look at what they did during COVID. The UK and Australia was the first ones to institute all the lockdowns, and everybody followed, including the US, like good little minions of the Queen. So have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon, and hopefully everybody's got something to read this evening. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, everyone. Talk with you tomorrow.
FM 104.9, AM 970, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3 HD3 Alexandria. It's not